What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. As always, I invite you to like, to share, and to subscribe. And of course, hit the notification bell. And I remind you guys also that I have a super thanks feature on all of my videos. If you want to contribute to the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. All right, guys, let's jump right into this because I am that guy. I know a lot of you guys are thinking to yourself, oh my God, there he goes again. That guy caping for white people. There he is. On my last few videos, guys, you wouldn't believe how many people came out and pretty much called me a liar. I have never been called a liar this much in my life by people who are in denial about the mere idea that white people can be the victims of discrimination. It can be. I don't know why you guys are pushing so hard against this. What are you guys afraid of cultural appropriation? You think that they're going to culturally appropriate your victimhood? Is that the reason why you're so threatened by all of this? But since you called me a liar and you wanted to act like, oh, it's not happening, white people are not being discriminated against, it's just one, and you're just brown-nosing, I told you guys you can kiss my ass with that stuff. But let me get your opinion on this, okay? Because I got another story for you, and I just want your opinion on this, guys, because honestly, it threatens all of us. And this is something that I've been trying to break down with every video. I have been fair and I have been balanced how this is something that concerns all of us. But for some reason, people are offended by the mere fact that I would point out an injustice when that injustice is being done towards white people. And I find this to be fascinating. So let's dive into this. And I saw this in the NewYorkPost.com, and I want to share it with you guys. Some of you might have heard about it, some of you might have not. Either way, you're going to hear about it here. In the headline, let's get into this, guys. The headline goes, White Lion King sign language interpreter says he was ousted over skin color. A white guy fired from the Lion King, hey, all that good stuff, right? So anyway, the Lion King, known to be an Afrocentric Broadway play. I saw this a few years ago. It was great. I love it, okay? But, the way today's climate is, if it's even remotely considered to be a black production, then for some reason, the question comes up, are white people welcome? Should white people be involved in this? You won't find this in any other culture. I really don't understand this. I don't get it, right? But for some reason, this is what's going on. And this is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. I think that it's a setup, all right? But getting into the story. A white sign language interpreter says he was booted from The Lion King on Broadway because of his skin color. Ken Wan, 53, was one of at least 2 people forced off the production by the nonprofit Theater Development Fund, which staffs Broadway shows with American Sign Language interpreters, after the group decided it was no longer appropriate to have white interpreters represent black characters for ASL Broadway shows. Now, guys, you might remember the movie A Time to Kill, when in the end, Matthew McConaughey says, listen, I want you guys to close your eyes and picture the victim of this horrible crime to be white. Okay, because it was something of a sexual violent thing that was done to a black girl. Okay, so in order to get the sympathy of white people on the jury, he said, listen, I want you to imagine all of these things that happened to this black girl and imagine it happening to a white girl. Everybody started crying. It turned to tides. Now I'm asking you guys listening to this story, okay? Since some of you are so like special needs, you need special attention to help you understand where I'm going with all of this. I want you to, as I read this story, picture it happening to a black person. And then you tell me if this is right or wrong. Wan filed a federal discrimination lawsuit on Tuesday against the organization and the director of its accessibility program, Lisa Carling. Carling told him and interpreter Christina Mosley to back out of the show, which celebrates its 25th anniversary on Sunday, so they could be replaced by black sign language experts. And I will admit, there are a lot of black sign language experts out there. You see it. We are very good at throwing up signs. West Side! Sorry. Okay, so moving on. Let's see. She told them to back out so they could be replaced by black sign language experts, according to the suit and emails obtained by the Post. To me, just seeing that discrimination, it doesn't matter if I'm white or black, said one. Of course, Michael Jackson said the same thing. It don't matter if you're black or white. Right? Okay. This is blatant, and I would just hope that other people who also have experienced this would step forward. Now, Juan, a sign language interpreter and performer who's been working in New York for more than a decade, was offered the chance in March to work on one of Broadway's most acclaimed and longest running shows, which would of course be The Lion King. But days later, he was shocked when he received an email from Carling sheepishly asking him and another interpreter to leave the show, citing the current social climate. Okay, guys, let's think about that. The current social climate. On my last few videos, all right, I referenced the crazy people out there who were telling people that if you're white, you shouldn't be going to see Black Panther. Okay, a lot of people got hung up on the fact that it's just one person. It's just one person. That's the only person. Some people flat out said it didn't happen. You're a liar. What we're not seeing is there's a climate that's being reestablished that discriminates against people based upon their color. Just because you don't feel it's happening to you as a black person in this particular case doesn't make it right. After all, was it not our beloved Martin Luther King Jr. who said a threat to justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere? What part of that are we not understanding? The setup here is, in my opinion, if we allow things like this to go unchecked, we are contributing to a social climate that feels comfortable discriminating against people based upon their color. Being that we are a minority, unless you want to call me a liar about that, does that not put us in jeopardy? Are we not in danger when we live in a culture that does such a thing? Because the same way that it can happen to a white person, like nothing, it can swing back and affect a black person. Absolutely, no doubt. And also based upon sexuality and gender as well. You know what I mean? So why are we not being more outraged about things like this when we see it? Oh, because it's happening to them. They're the colonizers after all. You see how it feels? But guys, if we establish past practice of this, it does threaten us, and we have to keep that in mind. Back in the 60s and the 50s and during the civil rights movements and things like that, we were able to make ground because we had the moral high ground. The moral high ground, okay? If we lose this concept now, then we are nothing more than hypocrites because we're asking people for something that we're not prepared to give. Back in the day, we were asking for understanding. We were asking for equitability. We were asking for compassion. If we don't give these things now, then moving forward, when that pendulum swings back on us, we no longer have that right. We have been exposed as hypocrites. So if you believe that you are of moral, superior moral standards and everything like that, character, then you would speak out about this no matter who it's happening to. And that's the way I feel. Do you think it makes me weaker or stronger to be able to identify the right and wrong of a situation regardless of race? Personally, I think it makes me stronger. A lot of people out there think it makes you a coon. Look at you. You don't champion black people. You don't know me, bro. You don't. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I've done. I assure you, but I don't have to prove anything to you. I love my people. I love who I come from. I love humanity. That's me. Okay? And wherever I see a question of right or wrong, especially of wrong, then I will speak out about it regardless. So you don't have to be in my comment section saying dumbass shit like, oh, let's see you say this for black people. Your whole stance is based upon the idea that I'm a coon, which automatically means you're going to lose. But that's okay. Keep it up. Keep it up, guys. I am built for this. You don't understand. You're not doing anything but making me stronger. I'm not going anywhere, baby. Bring it on. Sock it to me, 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 sock it to me. Just a little bit. Woo! Just a little bit. I'm ready. Okay? But guys, you can get in the comment section and let me know how you feel about this story. Yes or no? Do you feel like it's right or wrong what's happened to this person? Okay. And I wish him luck in the legal action that he's taking, because this is something, once again, that threatens all of us. Remember that, guys. That's the gem. If it's bad and it happens anywhere, it threatens everybody everywhere. Okay. All right. Get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel. As always, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you to all of the new subs who have come through. Thank you to all of the people who have been supportive, who have open minds, even the people who disagree with me. Thank you for you who have expressed yourself respectfully and have listened. But for all of you people out there who just want to go at me and attack me personally, bro, just come on. Come on, I'll whoop that ass for you, okay? I'll make you feel alive, baby. I'll make you famous. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.